For example, does the speaker sound disappointed because of something? Recognizing the speaker's attitude will help you to be able to choose the letter of the correct category. Hello and welcome to another IELTS listening lesson from IELTS Trainer Pro with me, Samel. Recently, we have been doing quite a lot of listening videos, and if you haven't checked them out yet, after watching this video, please have a look and watch our other IELTS listening lesson videos made just for you. So last week, we talked about map and diagram labeling, and for today's lesson will be about matching and classification questions. These two types of questions are very common in the IELTS listening test, so expect to get one each in your tests. Now let's examine matching questions. Matching questions come in different forms, so let's take a look at the first example here. In this example, here's a list of course options from 21 to 25, and in here a list of options or choices that Jack could make about whether he'll take the course or not. In here, you are expected to identify the decision that Jack makes about each course. A matching type question could also look like this. Here, in this task, you are given a list of options and a list of questions. So you have to match the options to the questions. So I'm going to use the second example to show you how to do this task. First, as I have repeatedly said, read the instructions very carefully. So questions 11 to 14, which hotel matches each description? Choose your answers from the box and write the correct letter A to E next to questions 11 to 14. You may choose any letter more than once. So as you can see, these are all the features of hotels. And the options A to E are the names of different hotels. And here's the question. It is significant to notice the instruction because you may not need to use some letters, but it is possible for the same letter to be used more than once, so take note of that. Number 2, answer order. The questions will be mentioned in order. So the hotel in a rural area will be the first one you hear about, and the options will appear randomly. Third, identify keywords and think of synonyms. The words in the questions may be paraphrased. So before you listen, underline the keywords and think of how these words could be said in a different way. And my final tip is to never leave a blank space on your answer sheet. If you didn't hear the answer, just make a good guess. This will give you at least some chance to get the correct answer. Let's move on to the next type of question, which is classification. Let's see what a classification looks like. As you can see, it's very similar to matching. In all classification tasks, the categories are of the same type. In this example, people. The features are of the same type as well. It's about the internet in this case. Now let's talk about how to do this task. First, before you listen to the recording, read the task very carefully to have an idea of what the topic is, and then understand the categories and the features. The sample question is, who thinks the following? The word who refers to the categories, which are the names of people. The following refers to the features. You have to match one category to the number of features here. It is important to note that the same letters A, B, C may be used more than once, just like matching. Number 2, answer order. Of course, the listening will follow the number of questions. And then identify keywords and think of synonyms. I have mentioned this many times. So always read or identify and underline the keywords and think of synonyms. And then, if you didn't hear the answer, just choose A, B, or C and move on. Guess if necessary. Classification question is often used in Part 3 to assess your listening ability. And we all know that in Part 3, there will be 2 or more speakers. In this case, you have to recognize the attitude of each speaker. For example, does the speaker sound disappointed because of something? Recognizing the speaker's attitude will help you to be able to choose the letter of the correct category. Okay, that's it. A whole bunch of strategies that will help you answer matching and classification questions. You don't want to take the IELTS listening exam unprepared. So make sure you practice those strategies many times before you take the IELTS exam. And I hope you found today's lesson useful, and make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, like, and share with your friends who are also preparing for IELTS. The goal of IELTS Trainer Pro is to help you achieve your target score. So come over and join us for daily classes. Book one-on-one classes with us and get your target score through our in-depth online IELTS course. So, see you there! Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you again next week here on our channel, IELTS Trainer Pro. And I really appreciate you following us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Take care!